Hello and welcome back. Today we're diving back into YouTube girls and their rambling storytime videos. YouTube loves to recommend those pretty chicks and their clickbaity titles, so I'm here to break down another trend. First we tackle divorce story videos, which usually end up being one-sided, biased, and sometimes outright lies. Next we debunked Natalia Taylor's kidnap story, which was really just her going to a theme park with her dad. I bet sex slaves in East Europe wish their kidnap stories included cotton candy and roller coasters, as opposed to being drugged and anally raped. And now today, we're taking on ghost and paranormal storytime videos. First, let's look at a YouTube search for ghost storytime. Here we can see these ghost stories are pretty popular. They're also almost exclusively made by girls, who are usually white and have caked on clown makeup. The only guy on the first page is Shane Dawson, and let's face it, he's about 2 shakes away from being the next Caitlyn Jenner. Another thing I noticed is half of these thumbnails have emojis in them. The ghost, the skull, and the screaming face seem to be very popular. That seems to be pretty irreverent to me. I think if these girls were really seeing ghosts, they would take it a little more seriously. Needless to say, my bullshit senses are tingling. We're going to take a look at a couple of these and break this whole thing down. Let's start with the top result, Loie Lane's Scariest Unexplained Paranormal Storytime Ghost Story. A horribly redundant title, but let's check it out.
Hello, my loves. Today I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. This one is from Victoria's Secret. Actually, on the back, I'll show you guys. It says here for the booze. It's like the cutest thing on planet Earth. So, as you can see, I'm already prepped and ready to go for a spooky storytime video.
Loie, your arms are gross.
The sun is setting. I just filmed a little bit of an update video and I needed kind of like a pick-me-up, so I thought what better way than to scare the crap out of myself. Because that's what I like to do, and I know that you guys enjoy it too. So if you love these scary storytime videos, pause this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I love to make scary storytime videos for you guys, and knowing that you like them makes me want to make more.
So she's apparently made these ghost storytime videos before, and they got lots of views, so she keeps making more. That makes sense, but here's the thing. I can already tell from this alone that her stories aren't truly paranormal. In over 2,017 years of modern recorded history, there have been 0 proven encounters with ghosts. Just like aliens, angels, or Bigfoot, it's all secondhand stories, gross assumptions, or just rumors. So even if this girl's first ghost video was true, which I highly doubt, she's gotta be making shit up by now. There's no way she would be the first person in the world to discover ghosts, and then encounter them over and over enough to keep making videos like this. As much as she looks like Megan McCarthy, she's no Ghostbuster, and neither is Megan if you ask me. More likely, Loie Lane here just often thinks she's encountered paranormal activity. Let's face it, this girl's not that bright. If she was, she wouldn't make crap videos like this. Her intro wasted 2 minutes of our lives talking about her stupid shirt and begging for subs and likes. Smart people don't do that in their videos, especially at the beginning. This girl is a vapid waste of space. But let's skip ahead to her ghost story anyway, for shits and gigs.
I feel like I should like put back my hair so that you can see the skeleton hands. Is that strange? I'll just like bring down the top bit. I don't know, I really want you to see the skull hands grabbing my boobies. Also, these glow in the dark. Living, me, same. So, 2 of these are going to be about dreams that I had when I lived in my super haunted house. If you are not a familiar watcher of these scary paranormal stories, the house that I used to live in was insanely haunted. Like literally feet not very far away from an Indian burial ground that had been built on top of.
Wow, really, Loie? You're gonna lead off with the oldest, most played out horror movie cliche of all time? Indian burial grounds are not haunted. This isn't The Shining. She's either using this trope to try and scare her audience, or she's dumb enough to believe it herself. Maybe both.
There was like an abandoned mine that ran under my house. This house was freaking terrifying. One of the worst dreams that I ever had there was still one that I do not forget to this day. I remember it like it literally happened, and that's why I want to tell it, because I don't know if this was like an omen. I don't know if it really happened and I thought I was dreaming. It was weird. Rude.
Yeah, most people edit those things out of their videos, hun.
I woke up in my dream, and in the dream my cat was beside me and he was growling. And he wasn't really a growler, so that was kind of strange.
In this girl's world, a dream is paranormal. Even if there was a ghost in her dream, it's still a dream. It's not real.
And I didn't know that I was dreaming. I thought I was awake for real.
Well, that's kind of how dreams work. They feel like they're real. Also, people rarely know they're dreaming while they're dreaming.
And in the dream, I look over, my cat's like growling, but I can't move. I'm completely and totally paralyzed. I can't lift my hand, I can't open my mouth to comfort him, and I start like screaming in my head like, I can't move, I can't move. oh my God, what is happening? And sleep paralysis is a thing that happens. But I still, to this day, don't know if I was actually paralyzed or if it was all a dream. I probably should have started with that.
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
And you probably should have titled this video, Dumb Blonde Dreams of Ghosts and Thinks They're Real. Loey goes on about more dreams and bullshit ghost nonsense. No proof here, just superstitious speculation. And I looked on her channel, she does these ghost stories like every fucking week. So you gotta ask yourself why. Do you really think this girl has had dozens and dozens of paranormal encounters? Or is she just dumb and superstitious so she thinks everything she can't explain is a ghost? And then there's the financial angle. She could be making all this shit up to capitalize on other superstitions. Next, let's take a look at one more ghost story video. This time from Ali Hardesty in a video called A Ghost Broke Into My Car, A Paranormal Experience.
Hey alligators, what's up? It's Ali Hardesty and I'm back with another paranormal video.
Another paranormal video from another cute white girl.
This story time takes place about a month ago, so it's super recent and really scary. I did talk about it on Twitter and Snapchat when it went down. I didn't know if I was going to make a video or not, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized I had to, because if something like this happens again, I want this to be documented, like, okay, this has happened before and it's like a continuous thing.
More lack of self-awareness. Not once do these girls stop and think, hey, how come these paranormal stories keep happening to me over and over? Could it maybe be just me? Maybe there's some other explanations for these things I find paranormal. And the tone of these videos is way off. They think they're sharing these lighthearted ghost stories that make them look cool and open-minded. Really, they just look so fucking stupid. Anyone with two brain cells to rub together knows there's no such thing as ghosts.
I'm not a very observant person, but people have pointed out in my videos since moving into this apartment some paranormal activity. For example, my P.O. box opening I did with Angie on my channel, where we were opening mail from you guys. There's this red bag that flew off the table as if it was almost being dragged, like swept off the table underneath the table.
Okay, a bag moving off the table and we don't know why. It must be ghosts then, right? Wrong. Could be the wind or static electricity, a magnetic field even. There's always a way to explain these things. These girls are just too dumb to figure it out. And then anything they can't explain, they blame on paranormal activity.
It's never happened in this room to my knowledge, because I film in front of just a plain tapestry backdrop. And I'm not trying to be that typical YouTuber who's like, oh my God, my apartment is haunted. Oh my God, this ghost is trying to kill me, because I'm not going to say that, but I will agree that there have been some creepy things to happen in my apartment.
Actually, that's exactly what you're doing, Ali. You're just another typical girl YouTuber telling her bullshit ghost stories. In fact, your whole channel screams basic YouTube bitch. Ghost stories, conspiracy theories, try-on videos, makeup. Yeah, you're not breaking any new ground here. You're getting popular because you're cute and you've collabed with other popular YouTubers and piggybacked on their success. It's not your content or personality.
Also, a week before this incident took place, which I'm going to be telling you guys about, my friends and I did the Ouija board in my apartment. And I know that I said that I would never do the Ouija board again, but it's been 4 years. They bought a board. We just wanted to have fun, so we did it in my apartment. It worked. It was doing its thing, and it said a lot of crazy stuff, which I'm not even going to say in this video because this is not another Ouija board video. But the really scary part about that is when my friends that I did the Ouija board with in my house went back to their dorm and tried to play again, it didn't work.
Girls love their Ouija boards. It's almost like they want this paranormal shit to be true so bad that they make it true. It's all in their heads. As a guy growing up, me and the boys never played with fucking Ouija boards because we weren't dumb or superstitious. There's a reason all these ghost story videos on YouTube are made by girls. I'm not going to go so far to say that women are dumber than men, although looking at Loey and Ali today, we could make a strong case for that. But it's actually been scientifically proven that women believe in ghosts more than men. Check out this totally relevant tweet I came across a few days ago from science writer Rolf Deegan. Across cultures, women expressed a higher belief in the paranormal, particularly in countries with higher gender equality. Then he attached a pic from the German study on the matter. With that said, let's still try and give Ali a chance here. Back to the story.
I was sitting there, the car was completely off, like you could not turn on the air conditioning, you could not roll down the windows, it was off, like I was ready to go inside. So I'm finishing my quesadilla, and out of nowhere, all the windows in my car roll down and sync at the same time, and the sunroof, and the hazards start going off, and the alarm starts sounding. So my immediate reaction is thinking that somebody's breaking into my vehicle while I'm inside of there.
So the car glitched out. Must be ghosts, right? Well, that's what a superstitious girl would jump to. A girl who talks about ghosts all the time. A girl who's not too bright and plays with Ouija boards might think that. As a guy with common sense, I would say it's just a malfunction in your car's computer. Something triggered the automatic features on your Lexus, honey. You said it was a push to start fully automatic car before, remember?
I drive a Lexus, which is a push to start car, and it's like pretty newer. It's not a super old car, so I've never had any problems with it ever malfunctioning or doing anything like that, right?
Yeah, those things can go off sometimes. Could be a problem with your wireless keys, could be someone else has a Lexus in the area, could be some other radio interference. There's dozens of other explanations for this. Just because you're not smart enough to think of them doesn't mean it was a ghost.
The key was in a bush, like 10 feet in front of my car. 10 feet in front of my car. So I run over and it's my key. I pick it up. It's literally my key. I don't know how it got over there. I knew it had to be within a certain distance for my car to turn back on. And I think that was like within the distance. So I don't know if it ended up over there when the windows were down. Like somebody or something took it out of my car when the windows were down before I turned it back on or after that. I've heard of this happening to other people, like paranormal experiences with their car keys when they're trying to use them. And this also happened to us in LA. If you guys saw that video I did with Colin, like the haunted hotel video where everything kept going missing. So that's why I kind of relate it as like a paranormal thing, because can you explain it?
Yeah, I can explain it. You dropped your keys and someone picked them up, set off your alarm, and threw them in a bush. Something like that happened, not a ghost. The only reason you think this was paranormal is because you can't explain it. There's no signs of ghost activity. This is like in the Middle Ages when people didn't understand the weather and they made up stories about the gods in the sky throwing lightning bolts. Or how people used to believe the Bible was true in fact and history, until science caught up and began to explain things like weather, biology, and evolution. These ghost story girls are just ignorant and superstitious. We should also factor in that they're attractive. Being cute girls means most guys wouldn't dare call them out on their bullshit. That's why they've gone on and on still believing this nonsense for so long. Every guy they've ever talked to probably humored them or even fully went along with their ghost stories in hopes of getting laid. And their girlfriends won't call them out because they believe in ghosts too. Well, I'm here to say stop. You're not having paranormal experiences. You're not seeing ghosts. You girls are just too dumb to think of reasons why bags blow off tables or why your car windows roll down. So you just jump to these paranormal explanations because that's on the front of your mind. With that logic, you could just as easily say these things were caused by aliens or angels or the Loch Ness Monster. Those explanations are just as viable as your ghost theories. But more likely, or certainly, there's gonna be a rational scientific explanation. Stop making ghost and paranormal videos, girls. They make you look stupid. If you're really that desperate for content, do bikini try-ons or workout videos. Play to your strengths. What do you guys think? Do you think there's really ghosts out there? Do you think these girls' stories have any merit? Who do you think's hotter, Allie or Loey? Comment below, and thanks again for watching a new episode of No Bullshit. See y'all next time. Well, you asked for it and now you got it. New shirts are out at the No Bullshit Teespring store. We've got the plain No BS shirt, the Bullhead shirt, and my new favorite shirt brought to you by a quote from Zara Larson. Get your Look at the Static shirt today. Links below or just search No Bullshit on Teespring. Thanks again, you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.